Today is 6th of July, 8 a.m. my time. Similar to previous days, I'm just gonna go through the pairs and mark my entries for today. Right. USD JPY really hasn't moved, not much to look at. At least needs a good correction before we can make any choices. USD CAD. Okay. So it looks like USD CAD closed, stopped out with Tim's method that didn't work out. It looks like the second strategy gonna be hedged soon. So we did a sell here and we have a hedge position set up. Now my strategy dictates when there's a strong bar, we place entry at the close, stop loss behind the candle, and a one-on-one risk reward. And the question is whether this is, so that's the systematic part. The discretionary part is whether we decide that entry is appropriate or more probable or not. And that just comes with experience. So right now we are right smack into this zone. So there's a high likelihood that we might get a reaction. That's why I'm not gonna have entry here. If it breaks above, get into this area, then we can look for movement up to this open area, and vice versa. Breaks down, we can look for movement down to these lows. So nothing on USD CAD. USD CHF, my previous trade was break even, and again there's no entry here, even though we have this strong candle bullish close. Problem being that we're near a zone which has been rejected multiple times. AUD CHF, it's kind of zoom here. All right, so yesterday closed against me, as you can see. So now my strategy dictates closing at break even, which I will since the price is close to the entry position. So my second position here closes at break even. Obviously this can pick up and go up, but since the momentum from my entry candle, which is this one, is now gone, there's no reason to be in a trade. Now we can consider this bearish candle is a big momentum candle and do a sell for these lows. But considering the previous candles, the sizes in these candles are not very strong. So we will wait for something more clear. AUD New Zealand. So first entry here, and this one. Second entry here, the candle. Now one. Third one closed nice as well. So first and second closed. Well, second kind of closed, but we'll see. And we can enter the third one right here. Just put pending order, wait for it to come back up again. And 1, 2, 1. I'm just marking this because I'm running with different strategies. Don't want to confuse which one's which at the end of the month. But it's simply higher. The candle's not that big. It's safer. AUD CAD, not moving much, but it hasn't gone against me, so I have no reason to close. AUD USD, staying nice. Looks like the USD is pushing prices down. It is finally closed, break even. Price is kind of there. We can set a, we should close it as long as it's within 2-3 pips. Small losses, same as break even. I kind of like this for a sell. The previous one, the previous one here, EDCHF, I didn't like it for a sell because the candle sizes weren't that significant. With AUD-USD, this candle was closed below the previous 2 days and below the high of the third day, so highly likely it will go down at least a bit more. So we do an entry. And one, and this is the first one. The second one would be here. See how it goes. New Zealand CAD. And my third position is in profit. This is not very strong, and also we won't be entering fourth. Looks like the momentum is starting down. Let's see. New Zealand CHF hasn't moved much. maybe doesn't want to test the high, maybe just want to falls from here. But until it closes into our red, I won't be making any attempt at break even yet. New Zealand USD. Okay, so we have this is closed here. I didn't enter on that one because we would run into the resistance zone, and this is not a strong level, so we'll move on. New Zealand JPY. Okay, so if you can see this, yesterday closed in the red. What we're gonna do now is see how close it is to our entry. So we go from here, here. It's about 7 pips. Yeah, a bit high. Like it down lower than maybe 3 pips. So what we're gonna do is set a alert here where we want to close it, and once price hit that level, I'm just gonna close break even. If it doesn't and continues down, well, top block will depends. If it closes down here, then without hitting the alert, then I'll cut the loss short, or it can also bounce and go up lower. Let's see, euro pound. This would have been nice, but this kind of closed against me. So at the open of this one, I had closed the break even. No one can tell the future. This kind of could have ended up bouncing up after leaving a week. There's no way to tell that it's going to close though. And we can't sell into the zone. This candle would have been good for a sell, but got a big zone here. We don't want to sell into it. Euro CHF. Looks like we hedged. Now this one, this is the second strategy. So we did a buy for a bounce, didn't work out. We're hedged down into same and opposite position. Our loss is fixed to this amount. Yeah, no entry for now. Let's go check the team's method. 15 minutes. Okay. See if there's team's method dictates any entries here. And so we just need to wait for the bounce of previous high to go for a buy. Let's set the alert in this area. And it's tricky. If it's triggered, it's broken this down and the structure. Added the confluence of this crazy wick. Most likely gonna go up. Let's see. So we could have something like about here. Like to daily, nothing with my strategy here. Euro JPY. Looks like we've had some movement, which is good, but no strong candles. Nothing for me. Not a confirmed resistance area. So we can do teams method or the hedging. If it comes back down to this area, you can see this area in reaction zone and can make better decisions. Euro AUD. Okay, so we're in the red. Now, part of the strategy is you want to minimize the loss, right? But normally when the close is near opposite into the red, near my entry, I'll wait for next day candle, which is today, to come and leave a week and I close a break even. But this here seems to be unlikely for the price to push all the way down here just to go up. So we have two possibilities. Either price is going to go up, or if the price comes down, it's going to continue down. And I'm not going to wait for that because my rule says if price comes down, I'll go break even. So if it continues down, my loss. If it continues up, it's my loss. The best option is to reduce the loss as is. So we close this after R. So if you're risking $100, you lose $50. Now this kind of looks good for a R entry, but we have a zone here and a lot of wicks up here. So entry for a buy, probably not a good idea yet. Okay, this is I should have closed this yesterday. Did I miss it? Yeah, I have closed it. It's already closed. Teams method gonna hit the stop loss. Yeah, mine's closed, break even, and that's what I mean by managing risk. More often than not, if the price flips around move for a few candles, and it's just better to have more break evens than more losses, obviously. Your New Zealand, nothing today, hasn't moved much. Euro CAD already closed break even, and not a good area for entry, and we also don't have a strong bar. Pound JPY on a week on the UD. A second attempt at the top. Now I don't have an entry for my strategy because we'll be buying into the zone. But let's go down and have a look at things. 15.5 out. Alright, see a clear uptrend. Yeah, clear uptrend down to these highs. Now we need to see a break of the structure, a clear break, like big candle, close below. And that would be Tim's method. If it's gonna bounce, it would break the previous structure, which is slow here, and then closes below right there. 15 minutes would be clear. Yep. So if it falls down here, trigger this, then you can potentially enter. It want to move down to 1 to 2. Go back to daily. Pound USD. Doesn't move much. Nothing to do. And I like this for a second position. This here is a strong candle. Let's see if we can get a 1 to 1. So it's market order here. Second position. Hopefully can make it back up to this level. We'll see. CHF. This is from this from yesterday, the day before yesterday, or entry. I can go for a second position today, but we still have this to break through. I don't want to risk double running into a resistance zone. So we'll stay out of this for now. New Zealand. Okay. So it looks like the momentum's run out. We've had 2 winners in this one. It's possible to come down here. It hasn't traveled far. So it's just $1. If the price comes back and they will close break even, just wait for that dollar to go up. If it doesn't, today closes up more further into this red zone, then we just cut the loss and assess the situation as it happens. So this part is more intuitive in nature than fixed rules. Our fixed rules, 100% stop behind the candle. But during this time, we can get as creative as possible to minimize risk. Can't see a Jeff. Well, Team's method, it's already hit the take profit. For me, there's nothing. Too crowded. Cat's JPY, nothing yet. Not much movement. Pound, again, not much movement. 4 days for JPY. Alright, thank you guys for listening. Alright, see ya.